Thanks guys again for joining us for Europe in Ruins Shoutcast. I'm Gunter and joining me is Sedim.
Hello.
And we're doing things a bit differently. Well, we're doing the video exactly the same, but you can also get this commentary track as only the audio, and you can sync it up with the replay file also included. So hopefully you do that, and you'll be able to watch it in glorious high definition and not have to put up with my crappy low definition. Anyway, this is a 2v2 on La Provence. It's a lovely little 2v2 map made especially for Europe in Ruins. And, like many Europe in Ruins maps, lots of open fields, but this has a lot more non-traversable sight-blocking, shot-blocking hedges, and this nice little hamlet in the middle. What do you think about the map, Sedim?
I quite like it. All these long, stretchy roads mean there's lots of room for the tank battles, which are quite enjoyable. But as you said, there's all these sight-blocking hedges and the hamlet in the middle. I do think we're going to see a lot of focus on that hamlet. Both sides are going to try and grab it early. From the look of it, though, those first buildings are closer to the Allied in the northeast, so they may be able to get in there first.
Now, bringing up the mini-map, the hamlet looks ever so slightly towards the Axis side of the map, but who knows? It's near as makes no difference in the middle of the field. This is a 2v2.
And it does look...
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, it does look like the territories follow those fields, so I do think those hedges and those other boundaries are going to become quite important, because you will be able to choke them and stop people from getting into the territories.
True enough. This is a 2v2, and on the Allied side we have Mid, and he is playing Armour. We have Burn For Me Please playing Royal Engineers, and on the Axis side we have Semper Iratus playing as... Actually, he has no idea, it says here in the forum, but I suppose we'll find out in a sec. And the Icelandic Maniac playing as Tank Hunters. And we'll go ahead and get this started. So with those of you listening to the commentary track, pay very close attention because you need to sync this up. We are at 10 seconds, and we will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Alright, we're synced.
Okay, so we're spectating from the Axis side here on the video. The Icelandic Maniac has started with a Hetzer, a half-track, and a clown car. And Semper Iratus...
Can't help but feel... I was going to say, can't help but feel that Hetzer's going to be very interesting in the early game with all of the Allied armour, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. First thing is, Mid has come on with 3 Greyhounds. And Burn For Me Please has come on with 2 Bren carriers. And Semper Iratus, our last Axis player, has come on with 4 Grenadier squads, 1 with Treks, 1 with MGs, and a pack.
It looks like my predictions were correct. The Allies, especially being carried by the Bren carriers, did manage to grab the buildings early, but they haven't quite dug in yet. Although it looks like they are trying to build some early mines there.
Yep, Sapper's placing the mines in the middle of the road straight away. That Hetzer has stealthed up over here on the left-hand side in anticipation of these Greyhounds, which are backing off.
Well, that 6 pounder is chasing away the infantry in the open ground.
Oh, and those engineers are getting... they toast 1 Grenadier. And they pull back and open
I think we're about to...
Engineer squad.
Yeah, we're seeing some flanking action from that infantry clown car there.
Did it just take out a Bren carrier? Here come the Greyhounds.
Oh. Bren carriers are down.
And 1 Greyhound goes down to the Hetzer shot. But the 6 pounder taking shots at the Hetzers.
Not doing a whole lot though. The infantry half-track is almost down to half health though.
Alright, so we're going to have a lull here as each side tries to reset itself. There's a Greyhound over on the right-hand side having a little poke around. And the 6 pounder I think I just heard having a shot at some infantry. Yep. And the Grenadiers are pushing through.
So he's now backing up. He's backing up that 6 pounder because he was getting real close to the action.
And this engineer squad is down to no health. 1 guy left. Did get vet for toasting the guy. These Grenadiers are just going to sit out the front of this house and try and blow it down, basically. get the Tommy squad out of it and occupy it. They are just pulling back. Because that's
We've got a quad half-track coming onto the field as well, along with a mortar team for the Tommies.
That what is now a two-man Tommy squad inside that house has been getting so many kills with that Bren gun.
Oh, another M8 down by that Hetzer. The last one's running away, trying to continue to chase around that territory.
And that Hetzer just decided to stop and not go chasing.
Oh, the M8's taken out by the infantry half-track with the trucks inside.
Can't believe I missed that on the video. But that infantry
Oh, you get about to watch you get killed by a 6-pounder.
No, he's backing out, and he's very skillfully hiding behind that hedge because it blocks line of sight. Or it blocks shots, rather. And these Shrek friends are going to take it down, no trouble. But here comes some Tommies with rifle grenades. And the engineer squad, which is one.
Oh, I think the engineers. Yeah, there
he goes down to the P-grams. And so does the 6-pounder.
More flamethrower sappers though.
They did just get pinned by the infantry half-track machine gun, so that's going to make it easier for these P-grams to escape. But there's a Panther on the field, but it did just run over that mine. And he's pushing up the middle of the road with the Hetzer. And
Yep, he has an engine damage.
So we've got an early Panther.
So we do have some more Tommies. Oh, sorry, more riflemen and flamethrower engineers coming along, as well as the heavy machine gun team, but we don't have anything that can take on that Panther.
Yeah, that's going to be a real game changer if they need to like run infantry off the field so that if they've got pop to bring out some anti-tank. This Bren gun Tommy team, one guy left, does button the Panther that is going to escape.
Oh, Goliath has been deployed by the munitions half-track.
Enemy unit eradicated.
Very interesting. That'll mint some time.
Well, and here comes another 6-pounder.
And
an AT, and an AT-TICM, yeah.
This Tommy squad did manage to salvage a Shrek, and they did take shots at the Panther, but they didn't do any damage at all. And this munitions half-track is just running through the Tommy squads, trying to run them over, not doing very well.
I think so. Does it actually have crush?
I don't think it does, but maybe it's just trying to block them to stop them from... And I guess the Tommy squad did die? I know there's one guy left in the backfield there, and here comes more Panther Grants with Gewehrs, trying to take out this Tommy squad.
Oh, the 6-pounder is taking shots on the Panther.
Rifleman Sticky Bomb did go off on the Hetzer. It is damaged engine, down to about 2/3 health. Panther's down to about nearly half health, courtesy of that 6-pounder.
The other AT gun is pulling up, but Panther's already pulled back, so there's not going to be what they can do right now.
The enemy is weakening even
The
now.
Panzergrans are winning this infantry engagement in the middle, but one of them is taking a lot of casualties.
In part, because the Allied HMG is just sitting back in a building. If they had been there ready to fight, it may have gone a bit differently.
Yes, indeed. What's he doing all the way back there? Trying to guard from a flank or something? What do you think?
I do believe so, but there's not really any flank action. All that axis is focused on the centre of this hamlet.
Even now.
You'd be able to tell just because he's got the Panther on. Oh, the Panther's gone down! Where'd all that damage come from?
Oh, there was the AT gun using AP rounds.
Ah, wow.
6-pounder, 17-pounder is actually just sitting there uncrewed.
Oh, so it was a 17-pounder. That explains how much damage they did. And the AT gun takes one shot at the Goliath and takes it out. The Icelandic Maniac says gay, and rightfully so. And here comes an M10 to clean up some of the light armor.
We have destroyed an enemy unit.
That is a little bit of wasted munitions right there.
Oh yes.
And we've got a Churchill Mark 6 coming on as well. So that'll be some more anti-infantry support.
I love the Churchill Mark 6 because it will not die. It just has so much armor and so much health.
It is definitely a waste not to buy the repair on that thing, because it can just walk away and come back a new man. And believe me, you can get it away unless you completely misplayed it.
Icelandic Maniac just pulled back the Hetzer to repair it. Indeed.
Now we have an Ostwind on. Obviously, the Axis are quite sick of all this infantry getting in their way. We've got two groups of Vet 2Ps with Panzers. Obviously, try and take out some of the armour that Allies have brought on the field.
And from Burn For Me Please, a British player, he's bringing on Tommies with rifle grenades and another flame sapper squad. So
both the Allies do keep bringing on a rifle team and flamethrower team. I've seen at least 4 or 5 of those groups.
Ostwind landed some riflemen on the left-hand side, doing lots of damage to them. Rifle squad on 2 men, no health. 1 man, no health. Hopping into that building. And the M10's going after the Ostwind, and here comes 2 Panzer Grenadier squads, and that M10's not going to do well! Oh! Almost all of them missed. It's still got him down to about just over half health.
And some unupgraded Grenadiers coming on. So the Churchill's probably going to make them very unhappy.
The Hetzer is going to take shots at
him. Oh no, he's going to back away from the Hetzer. It does look like the Allies have managed to retake the Hamlet though.
And a quick look at territory says the Allies are winning plus 0.55 to to the Axis plus 0.4 now. Recapturing the territory inside the town there. The M10's
looks like we've got an Allied push on the left flank.
The M10's going to back away so quick. Oh my god, it's down to like 1/5 health because of that Panzerschreck squad.
Yeah, it's a good combination there, that of the Ostwind and the 2 Shrek squads, and there is actually an ATG there that could have helped, but he's getting a bit burnt.
Hetzer is now fully repaired, sitting in the main road, getting ready to take a shot at that Churchill, and worried about the 17-pounder. Oh,
it has been recrewed, and it's taking shots on the hands.
Another one back.
Oh, he's digging in! The Churchill is actually going half down.
He's down to half health, he can't sit there for very long. Oh yeah, and he is backing it out. There
No,
he is, down to 1
backing up.
17-pounder took a shot at the Ostwind. It's down to about 1/5 health. One more shot for the 17-pounder will end it, and it misfires.
Looks like that Churchill is backing away to repair, or maybe he's going to go hold down a bit further away.
The Hetzer is now on 5% bug, engine damaged, and he is going to retreat it. So that leaves the Axis with not much on the field. Very low health Ostwind.
17-pounder taken out by a Shrek.
That's good play from the Axis to get that heavy dedicated AT off the field. They'll be able to bring on more light armor, more Hetzers, Panzer IVs.
If you look at the left flank, that flak Panzer is taking shots from the ATG, and it may not make it out of there. He's actually pushing it forward.
It's just gone main gun.
Trying to hide it behind the house, and yeah.
Will it be able to circle strafe? The AT gun misfires. It would have been the break it needed if its main gun was up, and it goes down.
Not really sure what he was trying to do there. It could just be the armor wasn't listening to his commands, but they have all been there.
Now let's have a look at what's on the field. Allies with a lot more stuff at a glance than the Axis have, and they're just bringing on more Grenadiers, more Panzer Grenadiers.
So that M10 is actually at the back there repairing. And the Churchill has gone hull down in order to repair. Good tactic there.
On half health and rising, and there is a lull as both teams get reinforced and ready to do more battle. The Allies now...
Allied is using the lull to take over some of that territory, push up the line a bit.
Which is very good play, because now they're on a very commanding plus 0.65 to the Axis plus 0.35 on territory. Allied push up the middle, big infantry blob, 2 unupgraded Grenadiers and 2 Panzer Grenadier squads with Gewehrs. They take out that Engineer squad, no worries.
Left flank is now being held by just an ATG though, so if Axis do push up on that side, it could be over quickly. Looks like they're going for the centre again though.
Yeah, I mean, they're building up a big force of infantry. There's 2 more unupgraded Panzer Grenadier squads and 2 not upgraded Volks Grenadier squads from Semper Auratus.
And that heavy machine gun is still sitting in that house at the back.
That's very strange. I'd have him up the front easily, and he might have to with all this infantry that's out there. There is another set of mines placed exactly where the last set were on that road, and the bench grenadiers go into them half health, and they're getting gunned down too easily. And here comes the rest of the Axis force. It should be enough to clean this out. But there is a mortar. Here comes the N10, now on full health, and the Churchill will be close behind him. Engineer squad doing a lot of damage to these grenadiers, but they are going down very quickly.
Oh, Panzergrenadiers are coming in. They may take out that mortar if they get around that hedge, though.
They're just sitting behind that hedge. Here they go now. And the Allied infantry was just cleaned up way too easily. Here comes the Churchill. No AT on the field from the Axis. It's going to have a field day.
A little late to the party, but could be what they needed. Oh no, there is a pack still left there, hiding next to the house.
I did miss that, but it should. And there's Shrek's there. I didn't see that at all. Well, that shows you how much I was paying
he's trying the same tactic again.
It can't work. He's taking too many side armor shots from these Shreks, which do so much damage. He should have tried to circle strafe. Its main gun destroyed. It cannot escape. Meanwhile, up the back.
There we go.
Straight engine.
Oh, that is a captured ATG running away from the M10.
Yep. The M10 is circle strafing it, and the Churchill is gone. Can we get a time check? I'm at 14, 27, 28, 29.
Yep. 32, 33, 34.
Very good. The AT gun did get decrewed, and the M10 ran away, despite that.
The Axis are in a favourable position here. All they need to do is just get their forces together and recapture some of this lost territory. But we do have another group of Tommies and flamethrower sappers coming up from Burn for me please.
And he just brought on another mortar, and that's probably I mean it is a really good anti-infantry combination: rifle nades and flamethrowers.
The Axis does have a favourable position and quite a lot of infantry there, but those if those grenades were hitting from the Tommies, they may be doing a fair bit of damage.
Oh,
just like that.
Those grenades were doing damage to his own engineer squad there, I'm afraid. Here comes the N10 to try and get some crush and some kills.
We've got another mortar team coming on and another group of, looks like this is maybe a tactic they prepared beforehand, because we've got another group of riflemen and flamethrowers. Oh, we haven't hit on the M10 by those rockets, but he got away safely.
Okay, so still a commanding lead with the forces we have on the field. Lots of, that's from the Axis, lots of infantry. They just even the territories, plus 0.5 apiece. M10 going for a run, but it's running straight into this grenadier squad with Shreks, and it's out of control.
So the Tommies are being smart, sitting behind the hedge. The M10 was giving them a line of sight so they can still fire on the grenadier squad. And yep, here they go, they still got it, and they're going to take them out without being shot at themselves.
But they're just going to push that blob through, and they can take out pretty much anything they come across. If they keep that zombie squad on the move, they can't use their rifle grenades.
Looks like they've got in the house as well. Might be too late for these riflemen.
Oh, no, here comes
an HMG.
Oh, there is an HMG at the back, and here comes some flame engineers. That means they can't stay in the building, they will die. And now the Allies occupy it. Very good play with the BARs as well.
And I'm not surprised, we've got another group of Tommy grenades, or infantry section grenades I should say, and sappers with flamethrowers coming on. It has been a good combination so far,
and from the
but there is still a lot of Axis infantry.
From the Icelandic Maniac we've got his first Panther, but he's going to have nothing to shoot at. There's no armor on the field from the Allied players, there's these two AT guns.
Does look like he's got the MG upgrade on it though, so he may just use it to push the infantry back.
I know, these Axes are just going to start throwing infantry away on these engineers, rifle nades, BARs, and a heavy machine gun, now in the house the way it should be. But it's taking a lot of damage from all the infantry just shooting at the house, and the Panther as well.
I have lost a unit.
Oh, the ATG is moving up to hit the Panther.
Let's get a penetrate. Heavy machine gun.
And that is just a 6-pounder sitting at the back there.
And and the Axis do have to retreat out of that sector. They took a lot of damage there trying to push through that. AT gun firing up AP rounds. Will it get a shot? It does. It penetrates. Panther down to half health.
The captured ATG is sitting there trying to hold whatever comes at bay, but there's still no armor on the field for the Allies.
At best, it can do some damage.
I don't think they need it though.
More call-ons, more Volks from Semper Iratus, and more upgraded, unupgraded Panzer Grenadiers from the Icelandic Maniac. So we've got lots of infantry that is unupgraded and can't do anything except take out these AT guns and shoot at long range.
Burn for me, please. Is bringing one of those infantry groups along on the right flank, getting around that hedge, trying to capture some territory, I would imagine, and try and get image on where that Panther is.
And is sitting over here in the field in the right, and they will see it very soon as they're moving up. The AT gun is wisely pulling back, and they run away from the Panther, which doesn't do any damage to the infantry, but it would if they stuck around, and the Volks Grenadiers are coming over to support the Panther.
Oh, the two AT guns are moving up to try and take shots on that Panther.
As is the heavy machine gun. And there are the Tommy Squad and Engineer Squad just sitting over there doing nothing in the field. And we have another Rifle BAR Flame Engineer Squad coming up from mid. So that's a lot. That's a lot of upgraded riflemen and flamethrowers. A lot of anti-infantry.
Panther's going down, a couple more shots and he's going to be out of there.
Trying to pull back.
The 6-pounder decided to shoot at the pack instead.
And it does go down to the 6-pounder. But they are getting...
So both the captured ATG and the Panther are down, and they've had to pull back their infantry. Ooh, looks like the, are you seeing the squad of that ATG getting a bit stuck when trying to retreat?
Yes, I am actually. There's two guys on the gun, and one of the crewmen did retreat all the way back. So they may count as retreat when that one guy gets there. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Big push from the Allies coming in. Riflemen BARs, Tommy's rifle grenades, 2 Flame Engineer squads, mortar AT gun, and another rifle squad coming up, and they should be able to push the Axis all the way out of this Hamlet and take the territory back.
Haven't seen a whole lot of flanking action this game. Most of the action has been concentrated around the Hamlet, which now belongs to the Allies. And another group of 4 Volks coming on.
What did he spend all of his munitions on, I wonder? Is he saving up something very special? Is that what's happening?
Maybe they all went into Goliaths. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was actually from his ally. I'm not sure. Hopefully it means we'll see some big push late in the game. And he's just saving up for that.
Here's the right thing. Icelandic Maniacs brought on 2 Panzer Grenadier squads with Gewehr's. That's exactly the right sort of thing for these infantry blobs. And there is a Grenadier squad over here with an MG42. With an LMG42, which is a good choice.
Yeah, if you look at the map right now, this would be the perfect opportunity for Axis to push up on the left flank and steal some territories on the side there. People do tend to get focused on the action, on the actual combat, and forget that EIR is a game about territories as much as a game about attrition.
That is certainly true, but it will be hard to tell that they're not over there. They don't know that. If they were scouting, they'd know that, but they don't.
Well, that is usually one of the advantages of Axis having so many scout vehicles. We haven't really seen any of those no Kettenkrads or motorcycles.
We haven't seen scouts from either side, except for the opening Bren carriers, which certainly count. We haven't seen jeeps. We haven't seen any more Bren carriers.
I do see a Sherman Firefly though, so if the Axis do bring on any more armor, they will have that and an 6-pounder to contend with.
And they are deciding to push up. Icelandic Maniac in the center with his Panzer Grenadier squads, one of them in the church. And Semper Iratus is following up behind with his Volks and Grevs. Both those engineer squads are now slowed, and they are very slowly trying to retreat. One of them suppressed the Firefly, is up taking shots.
Enemy unit eradicated.
A combination of Gewehr's and the LMGs are just cutting the infantry apart.
and the Allies did bring up a HMG. It's on full health, 3 men, but the house it's in is not. And there goes a flame nade on it, and that could kill them if they don't get them out. The MG squad is dying very quickly. So their one hope for fending.
So the Allies are just they are just barely holding the line now.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
They really have very little anti-infantry. The Firefly's not very good. They've got the flames and the rifle grenades, but if Axis wanted to push, they could. Nothing could stop them. And there is 2 more tank
And here they go now.
squads on. And they are going to push up and try for it. There's a flame grenade on the flame engineers in the building. Not doing any damage to them though. And here go the Penta Grenadiers going after that Firefly, and they will make short work of it.
If they got a shot off, there they go.
And it's all the way down to 5%.
Oh.
Brave hunter.
There it goes.
An enemy tank.
Well, we do have the Pershing on the field, in fact.
Hey, Pershing, of all the things they could call on.
Well, it is, doesn't look like, apart from those Shreks, that the Axis has anything on the field that can take care of it, so it may be just what they need right now. Honestly, I think more infantry may have been better.
Yeah, more anti-infantry traces, more heavy machine guns would have been very useful at this point.
Well, at this point we are at 24 minutes, so the teams may be getting low on columns, because they have been using a lot of infantry throughout the game.
And I'm surprised that the Shreks aren't going after the Pershing. They went after the mortar first, and now they're pulling back away from it. Wouldn't you rather...
Oh, they are capping territory, though.
That's true, but wouldn't you rather try to get the damage on the Pershing? I mean, the Pershing is pretty slow. You can get around the side, you can get sidearm shots, you can do lots of damage. Ah, but the Icelandic Maniac says,
just be kind of drawn back.
The Icelandic Maniac says, "Y'all go away." So that's probably the counter they have for the Pershing.
Yeah, look like they're just trying to draw the Pershing back into the line so we can get flanking shots on him.
And he goes for the crush, but he doesn't get it. Now those Shreks are going to take 1-2 shots. Down to 3/4 health. This other Shrek squad not taking shots at all.
They're going to flank and try and get the rear shots, and they may get them.
Pershing down to half health. Oh, they ran into the building instead of taking shots. That was a mistake, I think. It did take 1 shot, but it misses. And the Pershing is on half health and safe. Meanwhile, in the middle, there is an engagement going on that we completely missed.
We have lost a unit to the enemy's advances.
1, 2, 3.
And the Jagdpanther is on the field.
And it is Vet 2, and it's going to go after that Pershing with wild abandon.
Now, with the Pershing already down to half, I don't see it as being much of a competition.
Yeah, that's certainly true. I expect the Jagd will win, but it's not chasing. It's just... Oh no, there it goes.
Has proven its superiority once again.
There you go, it's got line of sight. It's turning. It's not engaging the Pershing. Take on the Pershing, Jagd. Come on.
It is possible that he's just worried about there being more AT in behind the Allied lines.
But he's in range of the Pershing. He's there to take shots, and I don't know why he didn't do it.
Well, I hate to say, it could just be a case of bad micro on the part of the part of Icelandic Maniac.
Maybe. I think he was actually microing his Penta Grenadiers with Shreks over here in the village. He was
We do actually have Volks Grenadiers in the top left corner.
So we do. They don't know what they're doing. Here's a double Firefly call on from Burn For Me Please. They want to get that Jagdpanther down.
We do have a single member of an infantry section trying to take some of the territory on the left flank. And same in the territory next to it. So someone is trying to finally take the territories on those flanks.
This Jagdpanther is trying to take out this casualty clearing station from Burn For Me Please. It's down to 1/5 health. Be dead any second.
And the Fireflies are on the front lines, one of which does...
An enemy unit has fallen to our might.
So who do you think will win in this duel? 1 Jagdpanther versus 2 Fireflies and a half-health Pershing, which is pulling back for some reason.
Well, if the Pershing stayed on the field, I'd have put my money on the Allies if they did get to the good maneuvering, but in this case, I'm not sure.
And they're facing the wrong way, and now they turn around the right way. And the Jagdpanther running in without heed to danger, just begging to be circle strafed by these. Which
Pershing's coming back.
they need to get shots off of these Jugs. It's already down to half health. One Firefly down to 5%. It's digging in and repairing. I'm not sure that was the right choice, and it goes down. Young Panther now below half, being chased by the Pershing.
Cromwell command tank coming in, trying to get some buffs onto those Fireflies.
Panzer Grenadiers with Shreks going after one of the Fireflies, and it's down to half health.
He's getting side shots on the Young Panther though, which are counting.
Oh, and the Young Panther did win in the duel between the Pershing.
ATG on the field, about to take shots on the Young Panther.
Young Panther takes and the Firefly takes out the Young Panther when it's out of control. That's fantastic. Did you see that?
That is beautiful, but now there's nothing but the ATG to take out that half-track.
The Escalating Maniac says gay with a big smiley face because he knew it was awesome.
Yeah, that CCT is going to have to get out of there. Not a lot they can offer to the battle, other than a bit of, other than being completely and utterly impervious to fire.
And we've got another Panther run from Santa Errata, so this is, do you think this is swinging Axis's way, do you think? Do you think they're going to have the better of the colons from this point on?
Well, they are down on territory. They do need to retake as much as they can as soon as possible, but looking at what's on the field, if they can just take out what the Allies have, this may be all they've got left.
Yeah, if the Allies does this sort of stuff, look what he's done with this Cromwell command tank. He's dug it in front of the Panther and hopes that it survives while repairing it. That's not the correct way to do this.
He's actually acting as bait for that ATG, I think. Which was out of range.
The Panther's on full health. It's not the thing to do.
Yeah, here comes the tank buster to help take out the ATG, and the Flaming Waffle as well. It's not going to end well for the ATG.
And apart from that ATG, the Allies have nothing else on the field. That may be the game. I spoke much too soon. 2 Tommy squads on the way in.
Well, at this time, the call-in timers are going to be getting fairly long.
They actually need to take this territory back. They did just equal it. We're now on +1 apiece. Axis have 36 pop out of a maximum of 40. And I can see on the replay that they are calling stuff on. They are calling more stuff on. So you can tell they're not out of stuff.
Oh, the British are actually pulling back. I wonder if the Allies are just retreating at this point.
No, one AT gun did come on from mid. I guess they're just trying to group up and try to get one last hurrah. Icelandic man saying bad things. Okay, so we do have 2 unupgraded infantry. We've got 4 rather. We've got 2 rifle squads and 2 Tommy squads and the AT gun. They are setting up for one last attempt to win this game. Over at the Axis side, we have 2 Panzer Grenadier squads and 1 Minesweeper engineers. So I guess they are running out of stuff.
Does like Burn For Me Please isn't quite happy with how his sappers went. I thought they did contribute quite a lot to those infantry battles, but I guess they weren't my sappers.
That's true, but do you think he had too many? Do you think he should have taken more upgraded infantry choices, like some more Brens and stuff like that?
I do think so, especially, I mean, those rifle nades were great, especially with these hedges, but those Brens would have been good against some of this armor, allowing them to button it while the ATGs did ping away at them.
And Icelandic Maniac is telling his team this is his last call on, that's all he has left. So this one is coming down to the wire, but it is heavily in Axis favour at this point.
Yeah, just look at what they've got on the field. Our allies do have the fresher troops, but with the territory the way it is, I don't know if they can pull this back.
They do have lots on the field, but this Flammable Waffle half-track is going to just go in and clean up this AT gun, which is well misplaced. And once that AT gun goes down, there will be not one more AT unit on the field for the Allies, and the Axis will just be able to clean up. That AT gun isn't even trying to circle around and take out, and it's just running away. And there it goes, down to 2 men. And the crew is dead.
Did get one final misfire off though.
It's one final misfire. Last hurrah.
And the mortar's going the same way. They are going to try and retreat them, looks like, or at least get them away from that half track.
And here comes the Panther in to do what it can. No AT on the field, so we can just go ahead and try and get the infantry kills. It's not very good at doing.
That's another Flamethrowers.
And that's surely going to be the end of the game. They are trying to recrew the AT gun, but it's not going to work. Not with that half track there. Oh dear.
An enemy unit has fallen to our might.
Over on the left-hand side, the last engagement, there's one rifle squad, one Tommy squad, and they're just getting picked apart by this Panzer Grenadier squad in the trees.
Interestingly, looking at Panther, it has only got credit for 6 infantry kills, so it's not doing a lot, but I guess it is keeping them back.
Yes, I guess that must be true, and they did come on, it did bring it on at the end of the game when there was no allied armor on anyway. I guess maybe it was just one of his last call-ons. And there's the GGs going all around. And I thought it was a GG. I thought it was very good. Didn't you think so?
Well, it was actually quite a good game. There was a lot of intense action in that Hamlet, some of which is actually still standing, which is impressive, but there's an awful lot of...
One more call-on. One more call-on from mid. Double M10s.
Oh, he wouldn't be trying to go after that Panther, would he?
I think he's just trying to do what he can. Like take out the Salmon Waffle, easy as pie. And there is a Panzer Grenadier with Shreks on the field, and the Panther is pulling back. No, he's not. He's going for it.
Something found with, are those a mines there on that intersection? Teller mines by the Icelandic Maniac.
Ooh, where's that? Can you point them out to me?
It is actually on just beneath the Panther right now.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, right. The M10's not...
Good thing there's no friendly fire with mines.
Good thing indeed. Icelandic Maniac is actually very worried. He's saying swear words. The M10s are going way wide. Wide right.
They may be pulling back now, actually, or are they just dancing?
I don't know. I guess they were just checking to make sure the spawns were clear.
Well, an interesting tactic there from the Panther. It looked like he was going to sit on top of the mines and then pull back as the M10s came forward, but they never found the Panther.
That was the plan. You can see them talking about it in chat. The M10s are going to have to come this way to look for the Panther, and they may run over the Telemine, and that will be a bad thing. I'm pretty sure Telemines actually one-hit M10s, but no, they're just going to drive straight through the hedge, avoiding the Telemine altogether. Except for that one! Oh no! Poor M10!
Destroyed the enemy's armor. Icelandic
Maniac killed by annihilation. Oh no!
The mine did take out the rifleman, but I think that is I think that's worth it.
I think so. Now, Semper Iratus has brought in one of his last call-ons. It's just 3 completely unupgraded. Well, I suppose they're unupgraded. They might have Panzerfausts, maybe. But I wonder.
Yeah, Icelandic Maniac doesn't seem to mind being annihilated at all. Quite understandable. Oh, and we finally have a motorcycle on the field trying to find that M10.
Oh my god, late game scout. Just to make sure the game ends properly.
Well, it was nice to see mines used effectively this game. They were always put on the correct intersection, and even that baiting tactic there. Often mines are just laid somewhere on the roads and then forgotten about.
Yeah, it was good to see them actually used effectively. I thought that was very, very refreshing. And these guys, Icelandic Maniac, saying either Sempi is a smurf or he's actually good.
Does look like there's actually a Faust on that Volks team, but the M10 is going to retreat, and he's never going to see the rockets chasing after him.
There it is, and that's probably the end of the game, I should say. Mids finally says lol GG.
Was a bit of a lost hurrah. Shame he didn't get, he didn't even chase after that Panther. Never really saw him, but he did manage to get revenge on the Flaming Waffle.
Well, if I was him and I had the 2 M10s, I'd be gunning straight for the Panther, just to see if I could take it out. Telemine or no.
Telemine was put to good use, though, even though they didn't chase it down.
I'm actually a little bit surprised that Telemines one-hit M10s. Do you think that's maybe a little bit too powerful? Expensive?
I'd have to check on how expensive the mine... Well, I have to check on how expensive they are, but yeah, typically on mines you only see a little bit of damage and taking out, you know, either the gun or the engine or something like that. Like, one hitting a full-strength M10 does seem pretty powerful.
Yeah. And that's the end of the game.
I know, as allies, I normally use mines to disable the tank, so I've got a better opportunity. I've got a better opportunity, you know, to hit them with the AT assets, or just to force them to retreat.
So yeah, that's finally the end of the game. I thought that was actually a pretty fantastic game, despite some mistakes. Very exciting. Wouldn't you say?
I would say so. It was fairly even as well. Both of them had a lot of infantry on the field, which made it for a good push and pull. The sapper, the flamethrower rifleman team combination used by both the allied players was good, but I did think they did overuse it, which meant they ended up having less infantry on the field in total than the Axis.
Couldn't have put it better myself. So I think we'll leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.